Alright, for the first DIY, you will need two sides. I'm using those, and I'm basically going to be removing everything, as you can see. So I was trying to keep those letters, but I ended up breaking it. Anyway, I removed everything on it, and now I'm just going to give a really good coat on the inside with the black acrylic paint. Once the paint was dry, I went ahead and placed it back on the frame. Alright, so now we're going to leave those on the side for a little bit, and we're going to be working with those Jenga blocks. I'm going to use some E6000 and also some hot glue. So first I'm just going to attach 3 Jenga blocks together, as you can see, and basically I'm going to do the same with the other group. Alright, so basically we did the base of the candle holder, so we're going to place it right on the bottom of the frames, as you can see. Alright, the candle holders are almost complete, but I will need to add some details, and I found those cute coloring kits for kids, and I decided to use just a little bit of black paint just to be able to match up with the background of the frames. Alright, so once the paint was ready, I went ahead and just add a little bit of hot glue, also a little bit of 6000, and just place it right on the front, and oh my goodness, I think they look so cute. And we're basically done with this one, and all I'm going to be doing in here is just removing the little hanger that I should have done that at the beginning and using some bases. I'm using those cute tiny bases, but you can also use the largest bases and just add another Jenga right on the front, and will work too. And that is it, and all I did after was just add some of those battery candles. I just love it, and I'm always happy to know what you guys think, so please let me know. Next DIY, we're going to be using those house frames that I also was really happy when I found it. So I'm going to remove everything in one of them, and on the other two I will leave the bottom part, and on the third one I will leave only the glass. Alright. So once I had removed all those little metal spiky things, first I'm going to attach 2 of the frames. As you can see, the one is empty and the one with the bottom part, so to create the base of the shadow box. So now I'm just going to be adding the ornaments, and for this one it's so simple. I'm just going to use those little frosting trees, and I'm basically going to cut it and just try to arrangement however I can. I have some that are already broken, so I just managed to be able to create like a 3D look. Alright, and then I went ahead and just add that's the hot glue to keep it in place. So I would say if you would like to add a thicker ornaments, you might need to use an extra frame to make a deeper box. Alright, so then I just add some of those cute tiny pine cones, and then some fake snow, and to add some nice delicate touch I also add some little pearls. And basically that is it. I'm just going to be adding a lot of hot glue to keep it in place, also some tape on the sides so to make sure that the E6000 works better. And then I decided to use also that wooden cutoff. It says let us know, and I just love it. And basically that is it for this one. Alright, for the next DIY, this one is quick and easy. I found those cute frames with the beads on top, and I thought those were just perfect as they are. So now I'm just going to remove the the inside of the frame to use the back of the frame, and all I'm going to be doing is just using some acrylic paint to paint the back and keep the design on it, because I do like it, so I will be using those later on for fall. Alright, so like I say, we're going to give it just a good coat of paint. So the paint is dry, and now we're just going to place back on the frame. Alright, so I got those wooden ornaments from last year, and I just decided to use it with a little bit of acrylic paint just to keep the theme on it, and then also the wooden cutout, also the bell, and then just place it on it, and there you have it. So quick and easy. You can leave it by itself, you can place it on the top, on the bottom. Here I was just showing some ideas. So, and there you have it. Like I say, quick and easy, but I think they look so cute. We're going to create a little cute garland, super quick and easy. I have done so many already, but I never get tired of garlands, so I always have to make one because I just love them. Alright, so here we just going to paint the beads on the Ziploc bag, dry them, and there you have it. I just love to use this method, so you can leave some of the paint on the bags when you dry it, so like that it looks rustic. I just love it. Alright, so now we're just going to put together. So I'm using twine in here, and I already had the tassels, so here I'm just going to show you how I do to make that tassel look like it's one piece. So after I do the double knot, the rest of the twine or the jar, whatever are you using, you attach it on the longer piece, so like that it made it thicker and also made it look like it's one piece only. Alright, if that makes sense. And then I just string the beads on it. Alright, so we had the beads on the string, and now it's time to make a knot. Alright, and add some details. So I got this cute Christmas tree, and I'm just going to add it on it, leave some space as you can see in between the bead, and like that I will be able to wrap that string with the rest of the twine, as you can see, to create like a little spring. Add a little bit of hot glue, and then cut it, and the excess of the twine that you cut, you're going to push it in on the hole of the bead, and there you have it. So now I'm just going to add some of those rub-on stickers and spell the word Merry, and that is it. That is it for this one. So I went ahead and removed the little cardboard piece on the frame, and then I'm going to be removing also the back part. So but at first I went ahead and removed the little hanger part by using a little flat screwdriver. So to be able to move the back part out, all I'm going to be doing is just give it some pressure, push it down, and voila. Next I'm going to be using the little sand block and sand the edge just to have better finished look. Next, I use the box cutter to remove the tag on it. So now it's time to paint the little back. So as you can see, I'm using the back part to be able to have better finished look and not use so many coats of paint. So I used only 2 coats and was good enough and ready to go. So after I let it dry, I went ahead and just placed it back on the frame by using hot glue. So now it's time to decorate the frame, and I'm going to be using those cute ornaments and also those little trees from Walmart like I mentioned before. So I'm going to be using only 3 of those. So I'm going to be using 1 regular Jenga block and also a cube. I went ahead and just painted in white to be able to use them as elevation from my little ornaments, if that makes sense. So I went ahead and hot glued the large Jenga block right in the corner, and then on top wooden block, or wooden cube I mean, as you can see. So once I was done with that, I went ahead and also removed that greenery part that came in one of those little houses, and not because it looks ugly, I just want something really white, so I didn't want nothing green on it, so that's why. But I think that greenery on that little tree actually looks really cute. So after that, I went ahead and just placed it on the other corner by using hot glue. Now with this other cute ornament, all I'm going to be using is the little reindeer on it, so I removed it and I'm going to be placing it later on. But before that, I'm going to be removing the little beads on the little trees that like I said, I don't want any colors on it, just white, so I went ahead and removed it just like so. So the little trees are ready to go, so now it's time just to place it on the little box. So next, one of those stickers and grab just the snowflakes and place it right on top just to give you that really snowy look on it. After that, I'm going to be using some of those cute letters mini ornaments that I found on Walmart. I grabbed the word peace and just hot glue it right in between the snowflakes, and I think that really gives you the touch that I was looking for. Absolutely beautiful. So for our next DIY, I'm going to be using other bags like the first one, and basically I'm going to be doing the same thing by removing the back part and sanding the edges and also paint it. I really love to work with these little frames or little boxes, however you call it, because you can create so many things. I have made so many DIYs with these little frames that I cannot get enough with. So back to the DIY, once I was ready with the background was painting, I went ahead and just placed it back on the frame. So now it's time to decorate these little bags again. Now, as you can see, Dollar Tree carries so many cute ornaments, so I got this one from last year, but I think Dollar Tree still carry those, and even on different colors. I think I saw red one this year. So I went ahead and just used a little bit of black acrylic paint and painted. Now I'm just going to be placing it right on the corner to the little box, as you can see, by using hot glue. So I also going to be using one of those white little trees from Dollar Tree, but I want to have it right by the edge of the frame, as you can see. So I went ahead and just cut some pieces to have like more straight look on one side, and place it on the corner using hot glue. And I also add one of the lids of a little tree that I used on the first DIY. Just place it right next to the large one or big one. Now it's time to use those little stickers from Dollar Tree, and I just spell some words: Slade Rice 25 cents. And I love so much these frames or these little boxes. They are so simple to make but so high in look, and I just love them. So for the next DIY, I'm going to be using one of those unfinished wooden cutout from Dollar Tree and some ornament. Now this frame that you can see in here is a from Dollar Tree as well, but I have used before on previous DIY. This DIY is so simple and so quick to do, but also beautiful. All I'm going to be doing is using black acrylic paint the letters as you can see, and using one of those star ornaments. So now I'm going to be just placing the little side inside of the frame, but to be able to do that, I just flip over the frame as you can see, and I'm going to be using just a little bit of hot glue on the bottom part of the letters to be able to keep it in place, and then a little bit on the top of the letters, just on the letter P. Just hold it for a little bit until the hot glue get dry, and voila! Look how beautiful this looks already. And for the final touch, all I'm going to be doing is just placing the little star right on top of the E. But before that, I thought I want to have better finished look, so I went ahead and cut the little ends that you see has the little hole on it to be able to hang it. So I just cut it, just like I say, just to have better finished look. Once I was ready with that, I went ahead and just add some hot glue and place it on it, hold it for a couple seconds, and there you have it. Absolutely beautiful already. All I did after, that was just a final touch, just added some little bit of white chalk paint on the edges just to give it that distressing look. But that's it for this one, and I think it came out absolutely beautiful. A container, I got this one that is so cute from Dollar Tree, a cute ribbon, and also some pine cones that I got from my backyard. Alright, so I'm going to remove the label first, as you can see, and then I'm going to use some chalk paint in the color Linen White and just give it really good coat on the top part. Then I'm gonna use the dark granite by Apple Barrel only for the bottom part. The base looks beautiful already, but now I'm going to use the ribbon and just place it right on the top part just to add more details on it. Alright, we had the base and looks beautiful. Okay, so now I'm going to use some leftover or recycled styrofoam and use the same base to trace the shape, and then remove the excess and then place it inside. Alright, so now it's time to make our centerpiece. I'm going to start by using the pine cones, and as you can see I have different sizes, so I grabbed the largest first and put it on the center, and then with that one I did add a little bit of hot glue, but with the rest of the pine cone I basically just clamp it on the edges of the container. So, but if you want a permanent centerpiece, you can also use hot glue. I like to repurpose my DIYs, especially the centerpiece, all year round. So then I just use some greenery and also some of this frosty greenery that I love. I have used it last year and I found more this year as well. So yeah, you will see me using that on more videos. So I will continue adding greenery and also some berries as well. And basically that is it for this one, and I think it came out absolutely beautiful. The next project you will need a wreath. I'm going to be repurposing that. As you can see, I have used it before. Mini pine cones and the same greenery that I used before, and this beautiful reindeer. Alright, I also add some little ribbon to the reindeer. It comes with the red one, so I want it white. So here I also showing that those greeneries come in the long branches, and what I did was just pull it apart all and just use the green. Alright, so this one is so simple and easy to make. First I'm going to just add the greenery. As you can see, this greenery was like a really thick, has a really thick wire, so I had to use my pliers to bend the ends. Alright, so I will continue doing that until I cover the entire wreath. Alright, the wreath has all the greenery on it, and now it's just time to add some embellishment. So here I'm using the berries, the same frosty greenery, and also some mini pine cones. So I'm going to start with the frosty greenery. As you can see, I'm not even using hot glue. I'm just going to stick it on it, and those things don't move. Alright, but if you not feel comfortable with that, you can also use a hot glue. So I will continue doing that. So a little tip to have an even wreath is just do it by sections like I'm doing here. I like to place one kind of greenery first and then different embellishment little by little, and the same one in the same order, so like that I know the spaces and I know how much I have. So yeah, that's a little tip. So as you can see, I add the pine cones next, and then I'm going to be adding the berries. And there you have it. And for the final touch, just add the little reindeer right on the middle, and I think it looks gorgeous. For the next DIY, you will need a sign. I'm repurposing this one from Halloween, some wooden snowflakes, and some letters, and also some craft sticks, some chalk paint in the color mineral, and also linen white. So I'm going to start off by giving a really good coat with the mineral color first, and then I'm going to grab the same paper and smooth out the edges. Alright, the paint is dry, and now it's time to add some paint to the snowflakes. So for this one, I'm using the linen white, just like so. Alright, now I'm just going to be placing those on the bar and leaving some space in between. Then I'm gonna use the wooden letters and give it good paint with the black acrylic paint. Alright, and now it's time to place it on it, and I'm going to place it right on top of the snowflake. So here I'm just spelling snow. Alright, as you can see, I didn't use the letter O. Instead, I used a tiny snowflake and place it right on top. And I think it looks cute already. And then I'm going to use the popsicle sticks, painted in black, and then just place it on the edges just to have finished look. And we almost done with this one. All I'm going to be doing in here is just making a cute little bow, as you can see, and then I'm going to place it right on top on the corner. And for the final touch, I'm just going to add some of those frosty greenery right by the bow, and I think it looks so cute. And basically that is it for this one. I really hope you guys enjoy it, and let me know what you guys think. For the next DIY, I'm going to be making another cute wreath. So for this one, I'm using this wire ring that I had left over, I think, for a basket, some eucalyptus branches, and also the frosty greenery. Alright, so I also going to be using this satin ribbon, so I'm going to cover the ring first. So I covered the ring. As you can see, I left some space on the bottom part, only because I'm going to be covered that with another ribbon. Alright, so here I'm just going to be placing the eucalyptus branches first. So I cut a part of the stem just to make it easy to work with. So once I had the stems cut, now I'm just going to place the facing together, as you can see, and also bend it a little bit just to create like a little arch. In order to place it on the ring, I'm going to use a zip tie, and I also going to add the other frosty greenery. So once I have my branches ready to go, I place the zip tie under, and then I tie it and cut the excess with the plier. Alright, next we're going to use some ribbon to cover the zip tie and also the stems of the branches. Right, once I had that, I went ahead and cut another piece of ribbon and fold it in half, add a little bit of hot glue, and then place it right on the middle, as you can see. And for the final touch, I'm just going to add this beautiful ornament. I cut a little hook on it, and basically just going to add a little bit of hot glue and place it on it, and voila, there you have it. And for the next DIY, this one is quick and easy, but I must say this one is my favorite. So I had that little sign from Dollar Tree and the same frosty branches. What I'm going to do is just give it a good coat with the chalk paint, the color Minimalist. And then I'm going to use some white paint and distress the edges and add some touches on the center as well. Once I have the board ready to go, I'm going to use the same frosty branches, and basically what I'm going to be doing is just create a large snowflakes. So as you can see, I have small pieces, so I'm going to be playing around with the largest pieces first and make like a little cross and then continue from there. Look how beautiful. So once I had that, all I'm going to be doing is just adding another little snowflake stickers and just place it right on the center, and voila. And for the final touch, I'm just going to be using this satin ribbon and basically create a handle. So all I did was just add the ribbon through the holes and then make a double knot right on the top, burn it a little bit, and voila. That is it for this one. I promise you guys this one was quick and easy, but I think it came out so cute as well.